everyone, it's Jamal Thomas. Welcome to the Progressive Soapbox. So, the reality show host attacked another country. He fired 60 Tomahawk missiles at Syria in quote-unquote retaliation for the chemical strike. This is ABC News. About 60 Tomahawk missiles fired from warships in the Mediterranean Sea target an airbase in retaliation for chemical weapons attack that American officials believe the Syrian government aircraft launched with the nerve agent, possibly sarin. The operative part of that sentence, that American officials believe Syrian government aircraft launched. They didn't wait to know. The reality show host got on TV talking about the beautiful babies, ignoring the fact that he's been murdering beautiful babies ever since he's been in office. Or whatever. He gets on TV and he makes an absolutely ridiculous statement that absolutely shows the problem when the president lies through his teeth and when the president lacks any level of integrity. Speaking after the news of the launch emerged, Trump said he called on all civilized nations to seek an end to the bloodshed and slaughter in Syria. I hope he's not including himself. He said U.S. missile attack was in the nation's vital national security interest. He is fucking lying. Arguing that the United States must prevent and deter the spread and use of deadly chemical weapons. He's lying. He's lying. You can support Trump. You need to explain to me. What does Syria have to do with our national security interests? What? We're over there in their country. What does Syria have to do with national security interests? Your president just lied to you. He said there is no dispute that Syria used banned chemical weapons in Tuesday's attack. If there's not any dispute, why is the news saying that the United States officials believe Syrian government aircraft? Who do you believe, Trump or these other guys? Trump lies through his teeth as easy as breathing. Who do you believe? Who do you believe? So, Assad, and this is his ridiculous comment, Assad choked out the lives of helpless men, women, and children. It was a slow and brutal death for many. Even beautiful babies were cruelly murdered in the barbaric attack, Mr. Trump said in Florida. In Donald Trump's first attack, he murdered 38 civilians. 30. The guy that he was trying to get got away. And that guy started taunting him, saying something about the clown in the White House. He's been murdering people left and right. I am hard-pressed to understand why sarin gas is somehow better or somehow worse than our bombs. I don't quite get it. If he's saying he choked the lives out of helpless men, women, and children, what do you think bombs do? What do you think bombs do? You're burning people to death. There is hardly any difference between putting a person in a cage and setting them on fire than dropping a U.S.-made bomb on them. There is one difference, I guess. Somebody makes profit off of the bomb that's being dropped. 60 Tomahawk missiles. Now, here's the interesting part. To show you how insane this is. Vital national security interests. Alright? In addition to the stories, this is The Guardian, Spencer Ackerman. The Pentagon has confirmed it used a hotline for minimizing the risks of aerial combat between the United States and Russian jets in eastern Syria to alert Russia of the strike against its Syrian client. The Russians are sure to have routed the warning to Assad for immediate questions about what the strike will have accomplished. Now, also signaling that they don't want an escalation. It doesn't just signal that they don't want an escalation. They full well realize that this causes an escalation. How can it be in the United States' vital interest if the United States is escalating with a nuclear power nation? Explain that to me. Explain that to me. You need to get that across to me. What I see is a president, a U.S. president, has taken upon himself unilaterally to once again attack another country. The first time the Republican president did that, he murdered 1 million people and he spent $6 trillion to do it, in addition to 3,000 American lives. The reality show host has decided he's going to attack Syria. Syria, at this very moment, is not Iraq. It is being backed by Russia. The reality show host does not have congressional approval to do that. The reality show host has been functioning illegally the entire time he's been in the White House for the number of people he's been murdering. Now, if he's so aggrieved by 70 people dying, why is he okay with the hundreds he's murdered since he's been in that White House? Beautiful babies, women and kids. You have to explain this to me. You have to explain this to me. This seems like selective outrage. Also, I've heard some progressives making this argument that, well, we don't know if Syria did it. I don't care if Syria did it. It's a moot point to me. It's a moot point. It doesn't matter. What are you saying? If Syria did do it, it's okay to have missile strikes against them? What do you hope to accomplish with those missile strikes? If anything, this is like a petulant child lashing out more than anything else. There's no strategy associated with this. This is a grown man acting like a child. And he's attacking a country that full well has the backing of another country that can land bombs on this soil. Understand the context. The context is vitally important. The fact that he called Russia to give them a heads up meant they full well understood that they can be escalating a war with Russia. Any war with Russia is a war with China. I full well believe that. I full well believe it. This is insane. This is insane. And don't fall into this ridiculous argument on, well, we don't know if they did it. It doesn't matter if they did it. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant to the question. The question that you need to ask is, what authority does the United States have to take it unilaterally upon themselves to attack another nation? And in attacking another nation, where do we get the moral high ground? Where do we get any ground at all, for that matter? We've been murdering thousands of people. The last Republican killed 1 million people. Where is our moral authority to make this choice? Do you really think the grab him by the pussy guy has the moral authority to make a decision on whether or not he's going to attack another nation? Is that what you want me to believe? Is that what you want me to believe? The reality show host. Whatever comes from this, I hope it's what you expect to happen. You guys have a childish version of the world that these other people, these other countries, for the most part, just exist for your whims. He's not a king. He's not even a bright person. And he's in the situation where he's literally fomenting a war with 3 other nations, potentially 4. I hope you get what you want. I hope you get what you want. This attack was pointless. It accomplished nothing. It didn't make him look any better. If anything, it just made him look tough. If he keeps this up, I just hope you know what you're getting into. This is your president. You can support him all you want. If he starts a war, this is not Iraq. This is not Saddam Hussein. This is somebody who could put their hands on you. Just be aware of that. This is not chest thumping from a distance. You will be up close. You will see what an actual war looks like. Keep playing with Donald Trump. He's going to get you killed. All right, guys.